Hey everyone, this is Steve from GamersNexus.net, and this benchmark looks at Evolve and its performance using various video cards on our test bench. So I already have a video up showing Evolve at max graphics settings. If you're curious, you can check that out on the channel. We tested Evolve using two settings, effectively very high with SMAA 2X applied, and then medium with all default medium settings applied. And both of these settings were used on all of the video cards in the test, ranging from the 750 Ti all the way up to the GTX 980. Sadly, the 970 was not available for this bench, and ranging from the 250X all the way up to the 290X, including the R9 285 on AMD's side. So that's our hardware, and those are our settings. In terms of performance, the game is it's not too crazy graphically. It looks pretty good, but it's really not introducing anything groundbreaking in terms of tessellation or shading effects or fog or dynamic particle effects or anything of that nature. It does look good though. At very high settings, performance with a GTX 980 sits at around 106 FPS average, making it more than playable. Our baseline playable target is about 60 FPS for best fluidity. GTX 980 over 100 FPS, 780, 85 FPS. That's about where the 970 will sit. Even though there's not a 970 on this bench, just look at the GTX 780, that's about where it'd be. The R9 290X is AMD's first card to appear toward the top of the bench, and that is at 72 FPS average, with the R9 285 significantly more affordable, by the way, in the $200 to $300 range, sitting at 64 FPS. And then after that, it's sort of budget and mid-range cards. At the 7850, 750 Ti, 250X range, you're really not going to be playing this game too well. You could make a 7852 gigabyte card work on low settings, but you should not currently be expecting to play the game with a 750 Ti or lower from NVidia or similar from AMD. It's just not going to happen at a high frame rate. It'll work. It's going to be a little bit jarring though, because this game at 30 FPS does not play well. You kind of want higher because of the way the camera moves and the rapid actions made by the player characters. So that's sort of what it looks like on very high. I'll open up the medium benchmark here so you can check that out. As far as video cards, you should really be kind of hold your budget for a little bit, because there is something coming soon. We have tested it with this game and it works well. So hang out your budget if you're buying specifically for this game. Check the site, toward the end of the week, and you'll find out more. As far as cards that exist now that we would recommend, if you're playing at settings that are closer to very high, you probably want to look into the GTX 970 as your baseline NVIDIA card, and the R9 270X as your baseline AMD card. The 285 is a very good sweet spot performer in the $230 to $250 price range, so I definitely recommend considering that card. As for NVIDIA, the 970 is pretty unbeatable right now, and that's really all I can really speak to with NVIDIA. So that's all for this benchmark. Check the link in the description below for more information. Let me know if you have any questions. Just tweet it at us at GamersNexus. I can reply to that much easier than I can reply to YouTube comments. Please subscribe if you like this video and want to see more benchmarks as the games ship. I do all of them. And I will see you all next time. Peace.